Have you ever felt unsure of yourself? We all have. It's human to question our worth. But what if I told you that true confidence comes from within? It's not about what others think of you. It's about knowing your own value. This isn't about arrogance or bragging rights. It's about a quiet understanding of your own strengths and abilities. It's about recognizing your own worth, even when no one else seems to notice. This inner strength is what allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. It's the foundation upon which you build a fulfilling and meaningful life. We live in a world that often tells us our worth is determined by external factors. Likes on social media, praise from our peers, promotions at work. These things can feel important, and they can feel good. But they are fleeting and unreliable measures of true worth. When we rely on others to validate us, we give away our power. We become dependent on their opinions and judgments. This can lead to anxiety, self-doubt, and a constant need for approval. It's time to break free from this cycle. Your worth is not determined by the number of likes you get or the compliments you receive. It's something far deeper and more enduring. So, how do you find this inner confidence? It starts with looking inward. Take some time to reflect on your values, your strengths, and your accomplishments. What are you passionate about? What makes you unique? Don't be afraid to celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Every accomplishment, every hurdle overcome is a testament to your strength and resilience. Remember, this journey is about self-discovery, not self-judgment. Be kind to yourself along the way. Acknowledge your weaknesses without letting them define you. Embrace your imperfections as part of what makes you human. When you truly know your worth, you don't need to shout it from the rooftops. You don't need to seek validation from others. Your confidence will radiate from within, quietly and powerfully. This quiet confidence is magnetic. It draws people to you. It inspires trust and respect. It allows you to pursue your goals with clarity and determination, without being swayed by the opinions of others. This is the power of knowing your worth. It frees you from the need for external validation, and allows you to live a life that is true to yourself.
Imagine a bustling coffee shop, filled with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and the gentle hum of conversation. At a table near the window, a young woman sits alone, engrossed in a captivating novel. Her demeanor is serene, a sense of quiet confidence emanating from her. You always seem so at peace. What's your secret?
It's not really a secret. I've learned to focus on what truly matters, knowing my own worth, and not wasting precious energy trying to prove it to others. The scene shifts to a bustling workplace, the air thick with anticipation for an upcoming project presentation. The woman from the coffee shop, now in her element, calmly reviews her notes, her focus unwavering despite the undercurrent of nervous energy buzzing around her. Nearby, a group of colleagues engage in hushed whispers, speculating about who will receive recognition for their contributions. Their words, laced with both anticipation and a hint of insecurity, wash over the woman, but they fail to penetrate the armor of her self-assurance. She understands that true worth stems not from the fleeting validation of others, but from the solid foundation of her own capabilities and contributions. The whispers fade into background noise as she continues her preparations, her confidence rooted in the knowledge that she has poured her best effort into her work. The moment of truth arrives, and the woman finds herself standing before her colleagues and superiors, presenting her ideas with composure and clarity. She articulates her points with conviction, her voice unwavering as she outlines her well-researched proposal.
I noticed you didn't feel the need to oversell your ideas. You simply presented them with confidence, and they spoke for themselves.
When you truly believe in your work and your abilities, there's no need for elaborate defenses or self-promotion. The work itself becomes a testament to your worth. Seeking guidance and perspective, the woman later finds herself in conversation with a trusted mentor, someone known for their wisdom and insight.
The mentor, listening intently as always, nods in understanding as the woman shares her philosophy of quiet confidence. It's like the roots of a mighty tree, the mentor remarks, drawing a parallel that resonates deeply with the woman. Unseen, yet vital to the tree's strength and stability. The mentor elaborates. Your self-worth is your root system. It's not something you need to constantly excavate and display to the world. It's the foundation upon which you build your life.
The woman ponders the analogy, realizing its profound truth. Her self-worth is not dependent on external validation or constant affirmation. It's the bedrock of her being, the source of her resilience, and the driving force behind her accomplishments. Later that week, the woman found herself facing a common workplace dilemma. A colleague requesting her assistance on a project that fell outside the scope of her responsibilities. While always willing to lend a helping hand, she recognized the importance of setting healthy boundaries to protect her time and energy. Instead of automatically agreeing to take on the additional task, she paused, taking a moment to assess her current workload and priorities. "I'm happy to offer suggestions," she responded, her voice kind yet firm, "but my plate is currently quite full with deadlines for the upcoming campaign." She offered alternative solutions, suggesting other colleagues whose expertise might be a better fit for the task at hand. Her colleague, initially disappointed, appreciated her honesty and willingness to find a solution that worked for everyone involved. The woman, by gracefully asserting her boundaries, demonstrated that prioritizing one's own needs is not selfish, but rather a necessary act of self-respect.
One evening, while enjoying dinner with a close friend, the topic of relationships surfaced. The friend, grappling with feelings of insecurity in her own romantic relationship, sought the woman's perspective. "How do you know if you're truly valued by your partner?" she asked, a hint of vulnerability in her voice. She had been feeling overlooked and unappreciated, and it was starting to take a toll on her self-esteem.
The woman, a firm believer in the power of self-worth as a cornerstone of healthy relationships, responded thoughtfully. "It's not about constant grand gestures or needing external validation," she explained, taking a sip of her wine. "It's about the little things, the everyday interactions that reveal respect, empathy, and a genuine desire to see you thrive." She emphasized that true value is often found in the subtle, consistent actions that show care and consideration.
She shared examples from her own relationship, her partner's unwavering support for her career aspirations, his willingness to listen with an open heart during times of stress, and the shared laughter and joy that filled their days. These moments, she noted, were the real indicators of being valued. They were the foundation upon which their relationship was built, creating a sense of security and mutual respect.
"When you know your own worth," she concluded, "you're more likely to attract partners who recognize and appreciate that value. It's about setting a standard for how you want to be treated and not settling for less. By valuing yourself, you create a positive cycle where respect and love are reciprocated, leading to a healthier and more fulfilling relationship." In today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to fall prey to the comparison trap, scrolling through curated social media feeds and feeling overwhelmed by the seemingly perfect lives of others. We often measure our lives against these snapshots, forgetting that they are just highlights, not the full story. The woman, despite her quiet confidence, found herself occasionally succumbing to these feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. She realized that constantly comparing her journey to others, focusing on perceived shortcomings rather than celebrating her own unique path, was a recipe for self-doubt and unhappiness. She knew she needed to change her perspective. She made a conscious effort to curate her online experience, unfollowing accounts that triggered feelings of envy or inadequacy, and instead, seeking out content that inspired and uplifted her. She began to follow motivational speakers, read books that encouraged self-growth, and watched videos that made her feel empowered. This shift in her digital consumption had a profound impact on her mindset. More importantly, she shifted her focus inward, reminding herself that everyone's journey is different, and that true success is not measured by external markers of achievement, but by the fulfillment and joy we find in pursuing our own passions and living a life that aligns with our values. She started to invest time in hobbies that brought her joy, like painting and playing music, and found happiness in the simple act of creating. She realized that these activities, which aligned with her true self, were far more rewarding than any external validation. She embraced the beauty of her own unique timeline, recognizing that comparison steals joy and stifles the growth that comes from embracing our own individual paths. By letting go of comparison, she found a deeper sense of peace and contentment in her life.
Imagine a serene lake, its surface reflecting the clear blue sky above. A gentle breeze ripples the water, creating a mesmerizing dance of light and shadow. Now, picture a single rock, resting firmly at the bottom of the lake, undisturbed by the surface waves. This rock, steadfast and unyielding, represents true confidence. It remains grounded in its own strength and stability, unaffected by the ever-changing tides of external opinions or fleeting trends. The opinions of others are like the surface waves. They may come and go, sometimes calm, sometimes turbulent, but they cannot shake the rock's inherent solidity. True confidence is not about seeking constant validation or approval from the outside world. It's about cultivating an inner knowing, a deep-seated belief in your own worth that cannot be easily swayed by the judgments or expectations of others. Just as the rock remains unmoved by the surface ripples, your confidence should be rooted in a profound sense of self-acceptance and self-belief. Consider the majestic lion, a creature often associated with strength, courage, and an aura of quiet confidence. The lion doesn't roar to prove its power. Its presence alone commands respect. It moves with a quiet assurance, its every step radiating an inherent understanding of its own capabilities. Similarly, true confidence doesn't need an audience to validate its existence. It thrives in solitude, in those moments of quiet reflection when you connect with your inner strength and acknowledge your own worth. It's not about seeking attention or validation from others, but rather about finding contentment and assurance within yourself. Think about the times you feel most confident. Perhaps it's when you're engrossed in a creative pursuit, lost in the flow of your work, or simply enjoying a moment of peaceful solitude. These are the moments when your inner confidence shines brightest, not because you're seeking external validation, but because you're fully present and comfortable in your own skin. Imagine a towering lighthouse standing tall and proud on a rugged coastline. Its beacon shines brightly, cutting through the darkness and guiding ships safely to shore. The lighthouse doesn't need to announce its presence or boast about its importance. Its light speaks for itself, a silent yet powerful testament to its purpose. Your confidence, like the lighthouse's beam, doesn't need constant fanfare or outward declarations. It radiates outward through your actions, your words, and the way you carry yourself. It's the unwavering belief in your abilities that guides you through challenges, the inner strength that allows you to navigate life's storms with grace and resilience. Just as the lighthouse doesn't dim its light to appease those who choose to remain in the darkness, your confidence shouldn't be diminished by those who fail to recognize your worth. Your light shines brightest when you embrace your strengths, acknowledge your value, and let your actions speak louder than any words of self-promotion. Imagine an artist meticulously working on a masterpiece, each brushstroke imbued with passion, skill, and a deep understanding of their craft. The artist's studio is a sanctuary, a place where creativity flows freely and time seems to stand still. The artist doesn't need to constantly seek validation from onlookers or critics while the work is in progress. They are driven by an inner vision, a personal quest to bring something beautiful and meaningful into existence. They find fulfillment in the creative process itself, in the joy of bringing their vision to life. Each stroke of the brush, each choice of color, is a step towards realizing their dream. You are like that artist, and your life is your masterpiece. Every decision you make, every experience you embrace adds depth and richness to your personal canvas. Each day presents an opportunity to add new layers of experience, to refine your skills, and to express your unique talents and perspectives. It's a continuous journey of growth and self-expression. Your worth is not determined by the opinions of others, but by the effort, passion, and authenticity you pour into your own journey. The dedication you show in pursuing your goals and dreams is what truly defines you. Just as a true masterpiece doesn't need constant praise to validate its beauty, your worth is not contingent upon external validation. It shines through in the integrity and sincerity of your actions. It's inherent in your being, in the unique combination of qualities, experiences, and aspirations that make you who you are. Embrace your individuality and let it guide you. Embrace the journey of self-discovery, focus on your own growth, and trust that your masterpiece will speak for itself. With each step you take, you are crafting a life that is uniquely and beautifully yours. As we've journeyed through these scenarios, one common thread emerges. True confidence isn't loud or boastful. It doesn't demand attention or validation. It's the quiet, unwavering belief in your own worth that radiates from within. When you know your worth, you carry yourself differently. You speak with conviction, not because you need to prove anything, but because you're secure in your own thoughts and feelings. You set boundaries, not to create distance, but to protect your own well-being and energy. This inner knowing brings a sense of tranquility that can't be replicated by external validation. It's the peace that comes from aligning your actions with your values, from pursuing your goals with integrity, and from knowing that your worth is not determined by the opinions of others. Think about the people you admire most, those who exude a quiet confidence that draws you in. Are they constantly seeking attention, or do they let their actions speak for themselves? True leaders, innovators, and changemakers don't waste time trying to convince others of their worth. They focus their energy on their craft, on making a difference, on leaving the world a little brighter than they found it. Their confidence is a byproduct of their dedication, their passion, and their unwavering commitment to their vision. When you're secure in your own worth, you don't need to brag about your accomplishments or tear others down to make yourself feel better. Your actions become your most powerful form of self-expression, reflecting the confidence and capability that radiates from within. Remember, building true confidence is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when self-doubt creeps in, when external voices threaten to drown out your own inner knowing. That's okay, it's all part of the process. The key is to keep coming back to yourself, to those core values and beliefs that define who you are at your core. Practice self-compassion. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Learn from your setbacks and allow them to fuel your growth. And most importantly, remember that you are not alone. We all struggle with self-doubt at times. Reach out to trusted friends, mentors, or therapists for support. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and believe in your potential. In the end, the greatest measure of our worth is not found in external validation or material possessions, but in the quality of our relationships, the impact we have on others, and the legacy we leave behind. When you live a life guided by your values, when you pursue your passions with authenticity and integrity, and when you treat yourself and others with kindness and respect, you create a ripple effect that extends far beyond your immediate sphere. So, go out there and embrace the journey of knowing your worth. Let it guide your actions, not your words. The world needs your unique talents, your compassionate heart, and your unwavering spirit. As the wise Maya Angelou once said, "You alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anybody."
Stay blessed.